not a Nerf grenade, although I wouldn't blame you for thinking it might be one, because it kinda looks like that. But first, let me welcome you to Tag Back, the show where every week we take a look at usually a blaster from the past to see what it could offer us today in the present, but this time, we're taking a look at something a little bit different. It's not a blaster, but it is a Nerf product, and it's intended to be used with blasters. This is the Nerf Dart Tag Electronic Flag. Yes, this thing is supposed to be a flag. It doesn't look like a flag at all, it looks like a grenade, or like a sensor, or a flashlight? It doesn't look like a flag at all. But, yeah, that's exactly what it's supposed to be used for. This thing came in a 2009 set that included 2 Stormfires, which we now know as the Clear Shot from the Zombie Strike line, vests, glasses, and this thing. And the set was called Capture the Flag.
Everyone, look unto me! I possess the blue flag!
It's more beautiful than I ever imagined!
I have seen the top of the mountain, and you will worship me as though I were a god! I regret nothing!
This is the flag you were supposed to capture in that set. And, well, yeah, there is a game mode called Capture the Flag. If you didn't know that, it's very popular. Basically what you do is you have 2 teams. You don't always have to have 2 teams, but you have 2 teams. And then each team has a flag, or maybe there's only 1 flag, but the teams have to capture the flag to win. Instead of just tagging people out, you capture flags. And, well, it's pretty darn fun, and this is something that's supposed to aid in doing this game mode a little bit more officially. Now, it is completely superfluous. You don't actually have to have this thing. It is something that you could just, you know, have to have it. A stick would work for Capture the Flag. Literally anything would work for Capture the Flag. But, well, if you want to be official, this is the way you go. And it's a nice little device, all things considered. It is electronic, as the name implies, so you have to power it via this battery door, which is held on by 2 screws back here, with 3 AAA batteries, and has all sorts of directions and stuff back here. And thankfully, unlike things like, I don't know, Nerf rifle grenades or claymores, it doesn't look like an actual thing that would be any kind of improvised unknown device. It looks like some kind of thing. Again, not a flag. But it's really, really simple to operate, because it's got a switch here that's covered by, for some reason, this rubber thing. This is weird to have a sliding switch behind some kind of rubber, but they did that. And it's got settings right here for off, 5, 15, and flag. And each of these do different things. For example, if I turn it to 5, it beeps, and then it occasionally lights up, and you can hit the start and stop button right there to start and stop games. That is go, apparently. And it's just going to do that forever. And then when you move it, it makes a siren sound. Does it ever stop? Does it stop? That'll make it stop. But yeah, you vaguely get the idea. Not only does it do, you know, lights and flashes with buttons and stuff like that, it's actually motion sensitive. So if I do the best part, which is probably putting it to flag, it is now a flag. But usually it's very sensitive. Very, very sensitive, seriously. It is extreme. Okay, you're annoying me now. It is extremely sensitive. It isn't the loudest thing ever, although the lights are a very nice touch, but it does work for what you plan on if you want to have this for, you know, capture the flag. You could have it in the middle of an arena or something like that. The sirens would at least give you some kind of audio cue when it has been picked up or tampered with, and you could easily tell which person has it because it's making a shrieking noise. But again, it's not the loudest thing ever. I kind of do wish it was a little bit louder, and yeah, you would just hit that right there, and it would turn it off, turn it on. Apparently, I couldn't get it to stop when I wanted it to stop. But that is a very nice little feature that is surprisingly hard to replicate sometimes. There aren't a whole lot of products like this for some reason. Mostly because you can just, it doesn't stop it. Mostly because you can just replicate everything this does with a cell phone, but not exactly everybody wants to get their cell phone destroyed during a Nerf war, so this is a nice little alternative. And what kind of games do you think you could play with something like this? Because while it does just have these settings and stuff on it, there are a variety of games that you could play that, you know, don't actually use these kinds of settings. The obvious one being capture the flag, because you can have one or two of these in each base. You can capture the other team's flag, or you can have one stationary flag that both teams have to fight over until they capture it. You could also work this into like a, I don't know, like a bombing run kind of thing, like Assault from Halo, where you need to deliver the bomb to the opponent's goal, or touchdown if you've played S4 League, kind of the same thing. You need to take this and bring it to the enemy's goal to win, which is a lot more fun in my opinion. I don't like the ones where you have to run back through safe spaces in order to get to your goal. I'd like it more where you pick it up and then drive it towards the enemy's goal, because then there's non-stop action. Going back into safe stuff doesn't exactly do a whole lot for me, but there is actually coded into it, obviously. It has a rule mode here for seek and disarm. You can select the 5 or 15 minutes, you can hide the flag, press start or stop button to arm the flag, disarm by pressing the stop start button before the time runs out. If the flag is moved before disarming, game over alarm will sound. So, you can actually use this like a bomb from Counter-Strike to play seek and, well, not destroy, but arm. Disarm, seek, and disarm.
So, the bomb's counting down now? See. Okay, let's see. I put this wire here, and this wire... Wait, this is a fake bomb, right?
Do I appear loco? Of course it is fake. Why would you have a real one?
So, there is another gameplay mode built in this thing that really just uses the existing capture the flag rule set, just a little bit different. So you can, in fact, use this if you want to play some kind of, I don't know, Counter-Strike mode. Except for there's really not a whole lot of delay in disarming the thing, which is kind of important, stuff like that. You really just press the button. Maybe if you had to press and hold the button, it would be a little bit better, but it doesn't do anything like that, unfortunately. Thankfully, it has both the 5-minute, the 15-minute, and then just an unlimited flag mode. And seeing how this thing does do some other things, such as being extremely sensitive to movement, there are things you can have for movement, such as, well, the Bay Area Urban Nerf, whatever the group, I don't remember the acronym off the top of my head. They had a game mode where they had, well, a payload, just like you'd find in Overwatch or Team Fortress 2, where they had this on top of the payload, and what would happen is, if the alarm sounded, then they would have to stop, which kept them moving very slowly without, you know, just rushing the payload. It kept a very consistent speed the entire time, which is an amazing idea to use something like this for. That's probably the best use I've seen with this thing so far, besides trying to play some kind of Nerf version of Counter-Strike. Yeah, using it as a payload monitor is an excellent idea, and I'm sure there are others that I just can't think of off the top of my head. So it's a very versatile, rugged package. It's not waterproof or anything like that, even though there's rubber right here. There's lots of holes right here for, well, they have to leak sound, but of course water can go in them. But it might, you know, it's probably rain resistant, I should say. And this whole section up here, spoiler alert, you can get to the lights and everything like that, but it's completely solvent molded shut. I only know this because I was going to do this review a long time ago, mine broke, and I tried to fix it, and I couldn't. And yeah, because this part up here, which may be where something went wrong, is completely solvent molded together, which makes this thing almost unfixable if it's broken. There is a little bit of wires and stuff in here, and that's about it. It's an interesting thing. Do you need to have one? Maybe. It might be a good thing to have if you run Nerf games, because it's something different, and of course it's officially sanctioned by Nerf, and it is a very versatile tool that doesn't require you to have any kind of cell phone or anything like that. Although there are options to buy all sorts of timers and stuff online that people use for things like airsoft and whatnot that would work perfectly fine for Nerf, so maybe this isn't the best idea ever. It kind of depends on what you're looking for. If you watch this and said, hey, I could totally use with one of those, then you could totally use with one of these. But otherwise, it's not really something I think you need to rush out and get, although it is really nice to have in any Nerf collection. But the ultimate question is there a game mode for this thing that I'm not seeing? Have you come up with anything cool like the Burn guys did? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I'm really excited to see what comes out of this video, because there is a need for one of these at my local game, and I think if we can find some fun game modes to play, it'll be something that will be a mainstay in our actual Nerf games. This has been Walcom S7's Hands. Thank you so much for watching this video, and of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different one. This one, of course, being entirely different because it includes something that isn't even a freaking blaster from Nerf.
Uh-oh. Was that supposed to happen? Man, it's my fault, isn't it?
Yes, this I blame on you.
This means we're still friends right now, right? Okay? Best friends?